May Slow, what up with you?
West Coast 3-0s, what's happening?
Ain't shit, man. You already know how I'm doing. Slow motion. West Coast. But we on the East Coast. But check this out, man. A couple people hollered at me. They want to hear a story about one of the best squabbles you've seen being incarcerated.
One of the best ones I've seen? Let me see. Well, it was one of the best ones I've seen was when it was in Pleasant Valley. This was like 2012 when I was in Pleasant Valley on the beat yard. Feel me? It was it was the end of 2012, probably the beginning of 2013, somewhere around there before I paroled. But it was like 6 Northerners against 30 Bulldogs. You feel me? Yeah. Now, you know, Pleasant Valley is a Bulldog prison. You feel me? And you know the Northerners and the Bulldogs, they don't get along. You feel me? So
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
When I got there, the Northerners was on lockdown because they get off on the Bulldogs every time they get off. So this time, I was out on the yard and they let the Northerners off of lockdown. You feel me? So it was 6 Northerners and then it was like 30 Bulldogs on the yard. All right, the Northerners, they split up into packs of 2. You feel me? And the Bulldogs, they already knew what was going on, but they wasn't going to be the aggressors because the ones that start the fight or start a riot get on lockdown, and the ones that just defending themselves, you know, they don't have to go on lockdown. You feel me? Because they was defending themselves against the aggressors. So, you know, it's on site with the niggas. So, the Northerners, they split up in groups of 2. You know, it was 3 of them, and then they came at them at all angles. The Bulldogs went in like the middle of the yard, and they hung out with each other. And the Northerners, they went from the back, the front, and the side. They attacked them. They all rushed them and shit. And the Northerners, they had cups, like plastic hard cups. You know what I'm talking about? The ones they give you when you first come to prison to drink your drink. They give you them. And yeah, they did their thing. They did their thing. You feel me? Like it was cracking. The 6 Northerners, they rushed the 30 Bulldogs. They was squabbling like a motherfucker on the set. And the Northerners, every time they hit one of the Bulldogs with the cup, it bust them open. You feel me? It bust them wide open on the set because it's hard. It's like a hard plastic ass cup. And shit, and that shit was crazy as fuck. They was getting their issue in on the set. That's probably one of the best. That's like my top 5. Now, another one, another fade I seen was the fade was Shake 'em Up and Irie Bo from Shake 'em Up, Little Shake 'em Up from my hood, and Irie Bo from Casa de Oro. Blood, Shake 'em Up had got the 3-200 on his chest, but in the 2 O's, he got DK in the 2 O's. You feel me? And the Don Movies, they was stripping this shit. And they was like, yeah, we need fades. You feel me? Like, we gonna need that. Woo. So the homies, they was like, y'all ain't finna just run them back to back. So, you know, homies took fades. The homie J-Team took a fade. My homie Young Man Blue, rest in peace, he knocked the nigga teeth out. You feel me? And Shake 'em Up and Irie Bo, they went up in the pocket and got to fighting like 2 gorillas. You feel me? That was a good fade right there too. That motherfucker was cracking. Them niggas was getting down. But at the end of the match, you feel me? Shake 'em Up came victorious in that one because Irie Bo, he got tired. But they was throwing them. They was connected too, and it was a good ass one. It was a good ass fight.
Damn.
And
did that turn into something big on the yard or no?
Oh yeah, it did. It did. It did. The homies, they took fades for shake 'em up because they wasn't gonna let them just run them. Like you're not gonna run the homies. You feel me? Like we'll test fades. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a 1-on-1. But I'm gonna take a fade, and then JC gonna take a fade, and then Young Man Blue recipe, he gonna take a fade, and that's how it went. And shake 'em up, he took his fade. He fought 2 niggas. He ended up fighting 2 niggas. Shake 'em up. So we fought 1 nigga apiece. You feel me? But yeah, shake 'em up caught 2 fades for that and shit. And he won his joint. Feel me? And that's another one of my joints. And then in when we had the Compton and Wild Riot, the homie D-Love, and I think Bugsy, Cuz was from East Coast out in LA. Cuz had ran up and kicked Baylock in the face from neighborhood out in San Diego. He ran up, kicked him in the face. Cause Baylock was sitting down and shit, and we was in a riot. And D-Love, he seen that shit, but Bugsy didn't see him. So Bugsy ran up on D-Love ran up on Bugsy, and then got the mixing him, got the ground and pounding him. They was shooting D-Love with with the black gun. They was hitting him with the baton, spraying that nigga. He still didn't get down. That was a sick one too. On Crip, that was a sick one. And then let me see. That was a couple of good fades I seen. On Crip, let me see. Huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
hell yeah.
Little squabbles sometimes could turn into something bigger on the yard, huh?
Oh yeah. See, most of the squabbles that I see, they do turn into something big, you feel me? Because motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to just accept a nigga whooping his ass, you feel me? He ain't gonna accept that. And motherfuckers, they get mad about that, and that shit turns into riots sometimes, you feel me? That's why Southsiders, they don't give up one-on-ones and shit. Because you're not finna just punch on them and shit, and it's gonna be cool, you feel me? They gonna wanna stab your ass. Crip. So it's not finna be just a squabble. You feel me? That's why it's like shit. Motherfuckers ain't into getting their ass whooped and all that shit and just laugh about it at the end like niggas, like real niggas do. You feel me? Like nigga, you got it up or whatever. Woo. Now motherfuckers, now it's a testament of their manhood. Feel me? How you just gonna whoop my ass and just turn your back on me, nigga? That's what they thinking. You feel me? And shit turns into in prison, especially in prison, it turns into riots and shit. Especially like different cards. If it ain't somebody in your card, even if it is somebody in your card, sometimes they take sides. You feel me? Like because niggas got their favorites in the card and shit. So it always turns into something that it don't need to be. You feel me? It's just a one-on-one fade. Nigga gonna get punched on and shit. That's how it go. You feel me?
So what if you had an issue with an essay and you had an understanding with him and y'all said, I wanna shoot the prayer one with you. Is that possible or no?
No, it's possible. It's possible, but you got to do it in secret, and it got to be an isolated spot. You feel me? Like, all right, like in 2007, I believe, in the bakery at Donovan, you feel me? The nigga Scooter from OVG and the Mexican. They got down in the kitchen, you feel?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
A one-on-one fade. They got down in the kitchen. A one-on-one fade. Shit. And the homie Scooter from OVG, got his ass beat by the Mexican. You feel me? But it was an isolated incident. Like the niggas and the Mexicans back there, they had a understanding and an agreement. As long as it don't get back to the yard, to where the shot caller or the key holder for the wrong side, the Mexicans, they don't hear about it. It's good. You feel me? Once it hits the yard, it's going to turn into something they don't need to be. So it's possible, but it got to be in secret. You feel me? Like, you're not going to just call a Mexican out in front of a gang of Mexicans and it be cool. You're going to get the one-on-one because it's not going to happen. Because it's all for one. It's all for one with them. You feel me? Like, if one gets down, they all got to get down. Whoever's around got to get into it. So that's how they politics are. You feel me?
So what if a Mexican do a secret fade and come back to his homies with a black eye and a busted lip? Is he facing discipline from the Mexicans too, or is he just?
I mean, if he kept it a secret and they did that, hell yeah. Because now you putting them in danger and shit because they don't know if alright, like the Scooter and the Mexican that got down, alright, they don't know if, say, Scooter, if he didn't take that welly, you feel me? But if he would have went to go tell his homies, you feel me, and they would have got attacked on a secret joint, and the Mexicans didn't know nothing about it, you feel me? Hell yeah, he would have got DP like a motherfucker. He probably wouldn't even be on the line. He probably would have been SNY or something. They don't do that type of shit, you feel me?
But what about a nigga, a blood or Crip, in that same situation?
Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, we can get a one-on-one on the set. You can get a one-on-one as long as both parties agree to it. Hell yeah, we can get a one-on-one on everything. If the blood key holder say yeah and the Crip key holder say yeah, a motherfucker can get it. I mean, we don't even have to ask.
Yeah, I'm saying if he come back and he got beat up, but he don't tell the homies, and he just got busted up, and then the homies find out.
It don't matter. We're both black. It don't matter.
I'm talking about with a Mexican, he get beat up, and he don't tell the homies that he got beat up and served.
I just told you they going DP him.
No, I'm talking about a black dude getting into it with a Mexican, but the black dude get beat up. Is his homies gonna DP him or?
They still gonna do it because they don't. If it get back,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
and they don't know nothing about it. Hell yeah! If they find out, hell yeah. So that's why I said they gotta keep it a secret. You feel me? Like they can't get back to the yard. If it get back to the yard, hell yeah. Even if you won, hell yeah, you gonna get your ass beat. Just because. You feel me? Just because. On the set. Hell yeah.
So the bottom line is stay your ass out of prison and stay your ass out of gangs.
On the set. That's the bottom line. Stay your ass out of prison. Stay away from these prison politics, and you'll be alright. You feel me? On the set. Straight up. I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna call you right back.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, good looking Mace for putting them on to some of the prison politics. You know, this channel we educate these kids. But Wack just got recently kicked off a clubhouse. You know, he got into it with a openly gay dude named Ion. He's a popular gay dude. He got a lot of influence, but Wack got real angry. He got real out of character. He got to yelling and screaming and everything else. He was trying to protect his friend Ray Benzino, who they said they caught in the hotel with another man, so they're trying to say a straight man is gay. Wack went crazy, and he got real personal. He got real pissed off. My thing is, man, how he get on that level with a gay dude, it seemed weird to me. I don't know. What you think about that?
I mean, first off, in this prison shit, like they they're starting to separate us from the gay community. You feel me? Like they starting to separate us from them and stuff. They starting to give them their own yard and stuff. But first off, a motherfucker like a gang member or whatever. I mean, cause we still got gay motherfuckers from the hood and shit. You know, transsexual motherfuckers from the hood. Like, I get every hood got a transsexual motherfucker from their hood. You feel me? Like, if they say no, that's a lie. You feel me? There's still motherfuckers in their hood, but I'm as far as like prison shit. Like, a motherfucker, we're not finna fight no gay dude. We're not finna fight because I'm gonna keep it 100. A motherfucker, it won't look good for a motherfucker that call himself a gangster to get his ass whooped by somebody gay. It will not look good. You feel me? That's the first reason why motherfuckers ain't finna fight no gay motherfucker on the real. I ain't got no problem with nobody gay. You feel me? I'm just, telling you the real. A motherfucker ain't finna fight nobody that's gay. First off, if we get into an argument, if we see that it's not gonna go the way we need it to go, then motherfuckers is resorting to stabbing. You feel me? We're not finna, because motherfuckers that's gay or homosexual, as they call them, like some of them, boy, in prison, most of them have AIDS or whatever. You feel me? So a motherfucker, a nigga that call himself a gangster don't want to punch one and then the blood get all over them and get into the cuts or the wounds or whatever, and now you got HIV. You feel me? We're not finna do that. Now, gay motherfuckers in prison, they're way more protected than anybody I have ever seen. You feel me?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It seems like whatever they ask for in prison, they get. You feel me? Because of the laws or whatever. But they're making them like important in this motherfucker. Like they let dudes up in here that's gay get hormone shots and shit to turn them into women or whatever. Like that shit's crazy. I mean, like I said, I ain't got no problem with no gay people or none of that. You feel me? But it's crazy that they're promoting the homosexuality in prison, but they won't let a nigga get no porno pictures or nothing. You feel me? But they let a grown ass man get some hormone shots to get titties and ass. You feel me? That ain't right. But yeah, motherfuckers ain't finna be arguing or fighting with no gay motherfucker. If a gay motherfucker got something to say, just let him say it and be like, whatever. Because if you ain't finna kill one, what's the reason they even argue with one? You feel me? Like that, there's no point. I mean, Whack 100, he ain't gonna never see that motherfucker. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So why even get into it with him if a motherfucker talking shit or whatever? Just give a nigga a thumbs up or whatever, or just say whatever he's talking about. All right, you got that. You feel me? Because if you ain't finna knock him down, there ain't no reason to even talk about that on the real. Because nigga, you just ruined your whole life. I mean, your whole career for a gay motherfucker. You feel me? That's not cool. That's not cool. You feel me? Let that motherfucker have his little say, whatever words or whatever. Because they gonna gossip. They trying to be women. You feel me? Women gossip. That's what they gonna do. So if it ain't true, and you know it ain't true, then don't get into it with the motherfucker.
That's important. That's a good fact. They gonna gossip like women. That's what they do.
On the side, that's what they do. That's what they do. They trying to be women. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. They
trying to be women. So let the motherfuckers gossip the way they do.
And I fuck with Whack too, you know what I mean? But you ever seen a good fight where a gay dude whooped a hard so-called gangster's ass or anything like that?
I seen a good one. I swear to God.
Let me hear it.
It was a trend.
Where was you at? What year? And what year? Where was you at? And what yard? All that.
It was this was Donovan. It was on the 1 yard. This motherfucker named Lala whooped on the other like a Chinese. You feel me? He was transsexual. I get Puerto Rican or whatever, some kind of Spaniard, like Mexican type of transsexual. You know, because the Mexicans, they won't allow transgenders or gays in their organizations, Southsiders. They don't allow that. You feel me? So when they come to the pen, they gotta fall up under either others or, you know, if the blacks accept them, they will be either one. You can't be a white boy or a Mexican and be a transsexual gay. You feel me? They don't allow that in their race. Now the others and the blacks, we don't give a fuck really. You feel me? We don't. So, you know, they have to be. But long story short, yeah, the punk Lala got down with one of the others and whooped the hell out of him. Whooped the fuck out of him. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. That shit was funny.
Was people clowning him after? Did his status go down after? Or?
Of course. Hell yeah. That's why I said it don't look good when you get your ass beat by a train. It do not look good. It doesn't look good. Motherfucker was clowning that nigga like a motherfucker. You feel me? And that motherfucker got written up for a hate crime type shit.
Oh, man. That's fucked up.
Hell yeah. They protected like a motherfucker. They protected like a motherfucker up in here. You feel me?
But if he was provoking the training, yeah, you fucked up then. If he started it with him.
Yeah, on the set. But the trainee ended up whooping his ass.
And then the trainee whooped your dumb ass, yep.
On the set. On the set.
That's
on
crazy.
The set. That shit was funny as a motherfucker.
Damn.
You know? A motherfucker can't forget, you feel me? Just because a gay motherfucker is gay and trying to beat women or whatever they're trying to do,
still a man.
You can't forget, they were once men at one point in time. They was once men, you feel me? So they still got the tactics of a man, you feel me? They just want to be women, you feel me? So they still strong as fuck. They still got mittens. So, I mean, you might want to watch out. For real. Straight up.
Yeah. You know, I don't care what they do. I don't fuck with them, and that's it. Period.
On the side. I don't either. I just stay out their way, you feel me? They stay out my way.
That's it.
And they do whatever they want. You know, I avoid them at all costs, you feel me?
Because, you know, some of these tough dudes, they be running around, bashing the gay dudes, bashing them too hard. Then you turn around, they the ones fucking with the gay dudes, the niggas that be all on paying too much attention to them. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
I know you heard about somebody.
Them be the ones that turn gay.
Yeah, I know you heard about somebody talking all this shit, and then you find out he in the back getting his peanut butter pushed in. Feel me?
On the set. Straight up. That happens a lot in prison. You feel me? That happens a lot in prison. Motherfuckers, they talk shit, and then the next minute, a couple of years down the line or whatever, months, years down the line, they call themselves fucking with them now. Now, you know, they cool with them and shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know. It's just weird up in this motherfucker. Straight up.
I know. Shit get different. You in there all that time, shit get different. But some niggas know what they are, and some niggas gonna die at what they are. But some niggas don't know what they are, and they change and they do different weird shit because they don't know who the fuck they are. They don't have no identity.
100%.
Feel me?
Straight up. Off top. So a motherfucker just need to stay out their way. They stay out your way. You feel me?
So you think You think Whack 100 was in the right for getting all that deep with it, or what?
He was in the right for speaking his mind, but he wasn't in the right. You should have just
He got out of character.
kept that between y'all two. Kept that between them two and shit instead of publicly like homeboy was doing the gay dude. You know, he should have just inboxed the nigga on his own shit like, hey nigga, stay out my homeboy's business or whatever. Woo-de-woo. If you got an issue with that, let's meet up somewhere or whatever. And we'll holler about it or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Publicly speaking out, like putting shit out there for the public to see, is really a cry for help. You feel me? It's like, come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Why you gotta put that out there like that? You feel me? They inbox the motherfucker and tell him, let's meet up, nigga. If it's really like that, let's go. You feel me? A motherfucker ain't gotta put that shit on public, like speaking up for a nigga and shit. Alright? And if you whoop his ass when y'all meet up, you feel me? That motherfucker will know better. You feel me?
Just because the gay nigga was on the public thing don't mean you gotta get on the public thing. You supposed to handle it different.
Understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers they gotta be men about this shit. Real men or real G's, whatever they call themselves, you feel me? You gotta be real about the situation. Shit, bitches do that shit, you feel me? Like, what the fuck? Why would you put yourself in a situation like that? You feel me? Now motherfuckers looking at you laughing, talking about you stupid, because you got kicked out of your shit for bashing the gay motherfucker. Your organization is really defending the gay motherfucker because they dismissed your ass, you feel me? So, for the gay nigga. So the gay nigga got whatever he wanted.
Yep.
He got you kicked out of your organization and shit. And laughing at shit just for being stupid.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Yep, you're right. May slow.
Understand? Straight up. May slow 3-0. You already know. SBC. Keep it mainline. You feel me? Off top. Shit. I always keep it real. Shit.
That's what you gonna
get.
get.
Can't do that, then the nigga don't need to talk.
Thank you. That's a fact. That's what you're gonna get with Mace Low, the real.
Off top. Feel me?
Alright,
What's Izzy? That's
appreciate it. You spoke the truth, homie. Spoke the truth.
Off top. Yeah. Off
What's
top.
up?
And I appreciate y'all for listening. You feel me?
Appreciate all the fans. And the comments, you know, we're gonna do one with Mace Low respond to y'all soon.
Off top. So speak your mind and I'll get back at you. How about that? Holla back. Feel me?